all. Mm, with regard to PGTRB, we discussed phrases yesterday, and we have two more segments that we are going to discuss today. They are synonyms and antonyms, prefix and suffix. This PGTRB examination question papers, in my opinion, will be at the level of tertiary level, and usually the questions will be asked from the text. Sometimes I feel they may ask questions from the textbooks, maybe till 12th grade English textbooks. So if possible, just go through the text as well. Otherwise, go through the text given in the syllabus. All right. Before delving into the second and the third components, I thought of discussing the previous year question papers. When it comes to synonyms and antonyms, the questions were asked like this. In TET 2022, this question appeared. The question goes like this. Find out the synonym of the word meager, M-E-A-G-R-E. And they've given four options. The options are enormous, paltry, huge, and immense. I guess you've understood. I guess you've got the answer also. Meager, enormous, paltry, huge, immense. All the three words, enormous, huge, and immense, refer to larger quantities, whereas paltry and meager talk about smaller quantity. So the synonym would be, yes, you are right, paltry. Find the synonym for the underlined word. I can see them perched on my window sill. The question was asked in TET 2022 again. I can see them perched on my window sill, window pane, P-A-N-E. The options are to hang on, to rest on, to wipe, and poured on. I can see them perched on my window sill. So I hope you've understood. To rest on the window sill. That's the option. Find out the synonym of the word ooze, W-O-E-S. This question was asked in TET 2022. I usually crack this joke in my class. If you woo, then you will be oo, or in oo, W-O-O and W-O-E. And when I cracked this joke, a student of mine asked, "Sir, if I oo, I will be in O, and after that my life will be oo oo." It was a funny incident which happened in my class. I'll give you the spelling. W-O-O. I hope you know the meaning of the word. Maybe if you've gone through as you like it, you would have come across a word called proxy wooing. W-O-O-I-N-G. What is the meaning of the word proxy wooing? You've fallen in love with somebody, but then you are unable to meet her, and you feel jittery, you feel butterflies in your tummy, stomach, you are nervous, you don't feel like meeting her in person because of the nervousness. So you are sending your friend to woo her, to court, to propose. Yes, propose would be a very familiar word to everyone. So wooing, W-O-O, wooing is proposing. So if you woo, you will be in O, W-O-E. What do you mean by that? Sad, right? Sadness. And oo, that's a Tamil word. So jokes apart, find the synonym of the word ooze or ooze, W-O-E-S. The options are noisy factories, sad tales, strong enemies, group of sailors. So I hope you got the answer. The, the answer is yes, you are right. Sad tales, W-O-E. In 2022 TET again, this question was asked. Choose the correct synonym for the italicized word. Isaac was chiefly remarkable for his ingenuity. Remarkable. They italicized the word remarkable. And the options are common, notable, neglected, and unknown. So, synonym remarkable, notable. Choose the correct synonym for the word depict. Again, this question was asked in 2022. Depict. Being a literature student, you would have come across this word many a times, and you would have also used this word in your essays. The character is depicted, portrayed, delineated, right? These are all some of the words that we oftentimes use in our essays. So, synonym for the word depict: warp, W-A-R-P, portray, P-O-R-T-R-A-Y, twist, and then falsify. Yes, you know the answer. The meaning of the word depict is portray. Find the synonyms of the underlined word. Vijay is very furious. Again, this question was asked in 2022 TET. The options are angry, sad, confused, difficult. Yes, furious. I know this is a very familiar word. Angry. Choose the correct synonym of the underlined word. Alright, synonym of the underlined word. His dream shattered since his family did not encourage and support him. His dream shattered. One of my relatives keeps this in a status: thwarted dreams. You can be positive, all right. I'm sure greater things are going to happen in your life. His dream shattered since his family didn't encourage and support him. What do you mean by shattered? The options are destroyed, benefited, succeeded, and depressed. Yes, you know the answer. Destroyed. His dream destroyed since nobody encouraged him. Choose the synonyms for the underlined words. With his princely sum. This question was asked in TET 2022. Very small. The options are very large, very safe, and very easy. So, princely sum. What is the meaning of the word? I'm sure you would have heard it before. Very large. All right. The ninth one is give the synonym for the word damaged. Give the synonym for the word damaged. Stipulated, dilapidated, inculcated, renovated. I'm sure you would have heard this term before. The house is dilapidated. So I found the house in a dilapidated condition. Yes, damaged condition, right? Find the correct synonym for the underlined word. A few people from the house of bereavement stood outside. So, bereavement, I'm sure you have heard of this word. Usually, if somebody passes away, we use these phrases: may his soul rest in peace. My heartfelt condolences to the family. And sometimes we say, my prayers are with the bereft family. Something like that. My heart is with them. These are all some of the expressions that we use um, when we come to know that someone passes away or someone is no more. So bereavement meaning grief, sadness. All right. So usually, when it comes to synonyms and antonyms, they give the word and then they give options. Sometimes they underline the word and then we are asked to find out the answer from the options given. Sometimes they italicize the word and we are asked to find out meanings from the options. All right. So the questions, as far as my little knowledge goes, were very, very simple. I would be very happy those who are preparing for PGTRB. Please read something every day. If possible, read the original text. All right. And try to enhance your communication skills before becoming the English professor. In case you are preparing for the PGTRB examination, or if you are a teacher, I need not tell you this. I know you'll be preparing well, and I know you will have very good communication skills. All right. Now let me move on to the second segment, that is antonym. So we discussed previous year question paper regarding synonyms. Now we are going to discuss antonyms. The questions are asked almost in the same manner. Choose the option which is not the synonym of ample. Not the synonym. So antonym. The options are restricted, generous, great, plentiful. So ample opportunities. If you are a literature student, if you completed your UG and PG, and if completed your B.Ed or PhD or SLET or NET, as far as my little knowledge goes, there is an ample of opportunities. What do you mean by ample? Plentiful. So there are ample opportunities, plentiful opportunities. Sometimes we say umpteen number of, right? When we talk about more things, we use all these phrases. So restriction is not a right word. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, I made a mistake. Because for ample, I chose plentiful. So, my dear viewers, you have to be very, very careful. Sometimes we would mistakenly choose, as I chose plentiful for ample, we may also choose, instead of antonyms, we may choose synonyms. So please keep this in your mind. When you are writing synonym and antonym, kindly give the mark first. Kindly write the mark first. For example, if it is a antonym, write X mark first. Only then your mind will tell you need to choose the opposite word. If you are gonna write the synonym, we usually give dash for the glossaries, right? So give dash mark. All right. Otherwise, we will make mistakes here, as I've made the mistake. So for ample, the options are restricted, generous, ample, great. So what is the answer? Yes, restricted. Choose the antonym of the underlined word. His grandmother's morning prayer is a monotonous sing song. What do you mean by monotonous? I'm sure you would have heard of this word. Boring, unchanging, interesting, tiresome. See, again, my mind asked me to choose boring. We have to be very, very careful, because we all know monotonous, monologue, dramatic monologue. Being a literature student, you would have come across these words. So mono is single, right? Log is speech. So if it is a monologue, single person speaks. If it is a dramatic monologue, it's a drama, but then single person speaks. Meaning there would be visitors, or there would be a person standing next to him, but then he wouldn't speak. When the speaker speaks, we'll be able to understand that there is somebody. I can give you an example from from the poem My Lost Duchess. There is a speaker, but then there is a visitor as well. But we'll understand that there is a visitor standing next to the Duke. My Lost Duchess. So it's a dramatic monologue. Mono is single. So the song of the grandmother is in a monotonous tone. Mono is single. For example, if you are asked to sing a song, you are expected to use with the right rhythm. All right. If you are if you are singing in a monotonous tone, nobody would be listening to you. All right. So, what is the opposite for the word monotonous? Boring, unchanging, tiresome, interesting. So monotonous is boring, but the opposite is interesting. Usually speakers are expected not to use this monotonous tone. Hello everyone, I am here to speak about this topic. I don't know whether I'll be able to speak well. Never ever do that. Good morning everyone. I am here to speak about this topic. I hope I'll be able to do some justice to this topic. Are you all ready to listen to me? Only if you speak like this, people will be interested in listening to you. All right. So, what is the antonym for the word deserted? The options are unoccupied, inhabited, uninhabited, and innocent. Deserted families. Deserted. All right. I hope being a literature student, you would have come across this word desert, dessert, desert and desert. When you find two s's, that is sweet sugar, usually ice cream. Whereas this desert, only one yes, that is sand. All right. In Tamil you call this Palaivan. But here deserted means parted. All right, parted guy, which means he is not in speaking terms with his family members, something like that. So what would be the right word? Inhabited. Inhabited is living, deserted is not living with. Perhaps he is away from the family. So choose the correct antonym for the word. I forgot to tell you, all these questions were asked in TET 2022. I don't know, maybe I have to check the previous year question papers. I found these things in a book. Choose the correct antonym for the word frivolous. The options are furious, serious, sad, happy. So this is a frivolous topic. I'm sure you would have heard of this word before, but here we have to find out the antonym. Frivolous, all along you would have heard this word in the meaning of silly or funny, something like that. But here the right answer is serious. Choose the correct antonym for the underlined word. An expanse of pure white serenity. An expansion of pure white serenity. Serenity, SERENE. Oh, this place is serene. It is calm, peaceful. Whereas serenity, we are asked to find out the antonym. Please keep this in your mind. Have this mark, cross out mark, multiplication mark, X mark. The options are, I usually give this advice to 10th graders, 11th graders and 12th graders, because most of the times instead of choosing the antonym, they would choose synonym even in the public examination. So that is why I usually advise my students to have the symbol first. All right. An expanse of pure white serenity. Serenity, peace, calm. The options are A, simplicity, B, anxiety, C, absurdity, and D, stupidity. So it goes without saying, the answer is anxiety. The antonym of foe, FOE, is enemy, opponent, rival, friend. My God, my mind asked me to choose the synonym, so I have to use this symbol first. So foe and friend. Opposite of friend is foe. Maybe if you've come across a poem called The Poison Tree, I guess by Blake, you would have come across this word foe. So friend, we all have. Confidant, confidant. So what do you mean by confidant? Your bosom friend with whom you share even your secrets. confidant. Whereas confident, I hope you know the meaning of the word. And then friend, bosom friend, all these things. All right. So yeah, that was written by William Blake. You are right. All right. So the antonym of foe is friend. Pick out the antonym of the word proud. I'm proud of him. I'm proud of you. The options are A. Humble, B. Arrogant, C. Delighted, D. Glad. Keep this in your mind. You have to find out the antonym, the opposite word. All right. So proud, arrogant. Oh, he feels proud of his achievements. Pride, proud, arrogant, insolent, and these are all having the same meaning. He feels high of himself, so that's a proud. So humble, whatever the little things that I've achieved, it's because of God's grace, something like that we say. So he seems to be humble. He's a proud guy. All right. So the meaning is humble here. The right antonym is humble here. Choose the correct antonym from the options given below. Sachin only once bunked his class. Bunked. So I'm gonna bunk my class. Sometimes we say that. I'm not going to attend the class. So the options are skip. So bunking, skipping, same meaning. Bunking, attended the class, omitted the class, refused to attend the class. So the options are skip, attend, omit, refused. So what is the right answer? Attended. Find out the antonym of the word reverence. Usually when we write letters, we use revered Swamiji, R-E-V-E-R-E-D, revered principal. Revered madam, meaning respected madam. So revered, the options are respect, admiration, appreciation, scorn. So what is the right opposite word? It's scorn. Because I revere her, I admire her, I appreciate her, I respect her. All these words have got the same meaning. So scorn is shooing somebody away, hating somebody, detesting somebody, abhor, A-B-H-O-R, abhorring somebody. So these are all same meanings. Detest, abhor, hate, scorn, all these words have got the same meaning. But then here we are asked to find out the opposite word. So for reverence, we'll have to choose scorn. All right. Find the synonym for glee. Glee is an excellent word. Glee is happiness. So the words given are option A is misery, option B is happy, option C is excited, option D is enthusiastic. So glee, happiness, glee, enthusiastic, glee, I'm excited. So the right opposite word is misery. Opposite, there is another word called apposite, A-P-P-O-S-I-T-E. I really love that word because opposite meaning appropriate. All right. So we discussed synonym and antonym question papers. Some of the questions that were asked in 2022 TET, and whatever the question that I've read, I've downloaded it from, or I downloaded the questions from the previous year question papers. All right. So I guess these things are enough today. We can discuss some other topic tomorrow. Perhaps prefix and suffix or prefix suffix question papers tomorrow. I actually wanted to give you a lot of information about synonyms and antonyms, but I guess that doesn't suffice. I think that's not enough, or that's not sufficient, or that is not required in my opinion. Because why did I say that's not sufficient? Maybe in my opinion that is not required here, because there are thousands of words, and we may have thousands of synonyms as well. So thousand antonyms and thousands of antonyms. So as far as my little knowledge goes, you need not learn synonym and antonym separately. As and when you go through the books, you find out. As and when you read text, if you come across any unfamiliar words, try to use your dictionary and then know the meanings. All right. Thank you very much for listening to me. Bye bye.